Hey everybody, this is just a quick review of my baby Biorb Aquarium. It's a 4-gallon aquarium, acrylic. What's great about acrylic is that it's lighter, easier to clean, and it doesn't distort the images of the fish as they swim by like glass can do, especially with round aquariums. Acrylic's always the better way to go. Because when you're viewing the fish, it's a little bit easier to see. There's still some distortion, but not nearly as much as you'd get with glass, because glass tends to bend the light and reflect differently than acrylic does, so that's a plus. The basics of this tank, it comes with an LED light on top, an internal filter system, an air stone, an air pump, and a motor back there, which is the air pump, and the tank itself. I got this at a yard sale, so it came with the plants and the rocks and stuff. I do believe that you can get this kit online with the plants. Just check online for that. So the only downside to this aquarium is that it's a bit expensive. Online, it's between $70 to $80. I got this at a yard sale for $10. So if you can find a deal on one of these, they're a great little starter aquarium. But just try not to pay full price, because I don't think that it's really worth that much, especially because it's so small. So I definitely wouldn't pay full price, but it's a great aquarium, and I really do love it. And it's all the better that I got it for so cheap. So definitely try to look for a deal. So now I'll go into some of just the little mechanisms behind it. The filter has the sponge on the bottom, like I said, and activated filter carbon tray on the bottom as well. The bubbles are where the air stone is, and the air stone's in the center. And this is the switch for the light, which is easy to turn on and off. That's what the tank looks like off. And it's always a good idea to keep the light off for part of the day or night, whatever you choose, because the fish can't have the light on 24/7. It kind of stresses them out. So this is what it looks like with it off. It looks pretty nice. If you prefer not to have the light on, it still looks really good. So that's what it looks like. As for the size, I have this on my nightstand, so it doesn't take up too much space, even though it looks pretty round and big. It's actually very, very easy to fit on a desk or a nightstand, or anywhere. I do think that it is a little better than the square aquariums, because it's easier to fit, because it is round, but square aquariums, if you have like a corner that you want to put it in, that's good. But this is great if you have a little bit more room. So that's the basics of it. And now I can show you some of the fish. So in here, like I said, it's a 4-gallon, so I don't have too many fish. I've got a couple of bloodfin tetras, which just swam by. A couple of guppies. That's one of them. And I do have a couple platies. So the platies are in the back somewhere. I can't really see them, but oh, there's one. There's one. But it is a little bit overstocked for a 4-gallon, but I'm just showing you the different fish in here, what they look like for the purposes of this video. So I'll move some out after this video. But I know a lot of people prefer not to have small aquariums because they think that it's inhumane to keep fish in such a small aquarium. They say, you know, like 10 gallons, anything less than 10 gallons is bad for your fish. But I really do think that if you have maybe 2 or 3 small fish in this tank, it's not going to make much of a difference. Yes, bigger tanks are better, but I do think that this is a great little tank to get started with. So, and I know people will debate that and, you know, say, no, you can't have something smaller than that. But personally, I think that the fish can live very happily and healthy in this kind of tank. So, especially if you have a lot of swimming room, which is great for them. So, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I would show you guys is The good thing about this is it's a single plug, that big black box in the front. The light and the filter plug into one, so that's a really great feature. A lot of times smaller aquariums have more than one plug, so that's a good feature of it. So if you have any questions, just comment in the box below. Thanks.